Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. This video is going to be a breakdown of one of my most recent music videos called Flashing Lights with artist Shane Thompson and artist 3am Sound. So hopefully this helps some of you new filmmakers, especially ones that want to do music videos. It's one of the favorite things that I love to do is music videos. So let's go ahead and get right into how I lit this and what my thoughts are on it. Let's go. So this very first scene, I'm going to let this play through. So let's examine this shot. This very first shot, we've got a lot of atmosphere going on in the background. I brought just a little cheap $30 fog machine and, you know, had somebody have the fog machine go off, and then the very hard sunlight that was coming through the windows provided the shaft of light when it hit the fog, which reflected. And then I lit Shane with one tungsten light by Hive Lighting, and that provided a nice gold creamy light to give it some color contrast with the color grade with the blue in the shadows and the back. So that's very important, guys. I don't have a picture of the light set up on this one, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know how this very first shot I got was. Let's move on to the second shot. So this very second shot, which I slowed down in the original edit, I've got two things going on. I'm going to get to the diagram. So here you can see the backlight, which is that Hive light that I was using on the very first shot. Still in tungsten mode. You've got the practical lights in the back, giving a nice warm color and a lot of color contrast to go with the cyan colored light that I used for a Hive 100 Wasp C is what I lit that with. Yeah, so we've got two different angles of light, this backlight here and then this other light on the side. I'm going to show you a picture of that light. I had it on a stand here, just plugged into the wall, and I had it aimed at the crowd, and that provided that color contrast of lighting. So let's keep it moving and get into this next clip. This was the very intro when they first walked in, and as we examine this, I've got another tube light. It's not by Quasar, it's actually a Voyager 2-foot light. It's an awesome light. I've got 3 of those, and it's waterproof and turns all different colors, and I had that back here to light the floor to give some really nice reflection on the shiny floor. Then you've got the warm colors over here and then the warm practicals here as they entered in the club. And then we have another light off to the side, which I'm going to show you that, lighting them up. And that's coming up here, coming from this direction where the arrow is, giving a rim light of the blue from this behind shot. And then this is going to give you a lot of depth on this back shot. I have 2 Quasar lights set on tungsten here. You've got your practicals, and then this Quasar right here is lighting the girls at the bar, which you're going to see in this next shot here, a better representation. Don't mind this light. This really wasn't doing much of anything. It was just kind of a fill blue light. But here's one of the Quasar lights providing that lighting for all the talent here. As you can see, that was what was lighting them. And then as they were walking in, that blue light I was letting you know about just earlier, which I'll show you again, was the one actually lighting them on that shot right there as they came in, giving that rim light. So let's move on to the next scene. As you can see, there's a lot going on right here. You've got that light from this side coming in, but that's not the key light lighting them. I have a softbox, a 3-foot softbox with a Hive light to key them, and I'm shooting from the shadow side of the face, which gives a lot of depth to the image. And you've just got all these highlights going on, and you've got the practicals. Let's break this down. So here you go, you have your practicals, the light coming from this direction, another practical. You've got that blue light going on here. Got some more lighting here from a quasar light that was actually on the floor, a tube light. I believe in backlight. I love backlight, so I use it a lot. Here's the key light I was talking about. I did have a grid on it, but I pulled this down so I could get more power from the light. And then that was what was giving them that rim light on this shot right here. So yeah, let's keep it moving. All right. On this next shot, I just do a push in and broke that down to slow motion because I know there's a lot going on. So let's analyze this shot. Here's the wide, and let's zoom in here. And I had a light off to the left that was keying them, which I will show you again. It was another, it was the same 3-foot softbox with the grid pulled down. I've got your quasar 2-foot tubes here, practicals. The lighting was changing throughout this, so I didn't have the rays on this shot because the sun had moved. You've got all your practical lights, the wide shot to show everybody in it. And then let's show you that softbox I was talking about right here. Rimming them. I know this is a different shot, but that's what I was using on this wide shot to light them, just to give them a little bit of fill to knock off some of the bad lighting going on in there. So that's what I did. So here we are. We're going to move to the next shot. Okay. A lot going on. As you can see, one of the lights on the final shot, I didn't have that, but that's giving this red background here. As you can see, there's some lights going in and out, different colors, like flashing lights, like the song says. So here's the main shot. As you can see, I stopped it to where there was a blue light on them, just so you can see what's going on. You have that red in the back. Let's get to the diagram. Here's another wide shot to show that softbox with a grid on it to channel that light. We've got a light back here just coming to give a rim from this angle. And then let me show you that light close up with the grid on it. That way it controls light spill, which is important when you just really want to isolate your lighting and keep it from spilling all over the place, which is going to give this light right here, key light. Here's your practicals, and then there's another shot of that light. On the wall, we've got, I'm going to show you a different angle back here so you can see more what's going on. Here you go, guys. Red light on the wall, key light, practicals, and then there's that Voyager 2-foot lighting again, set to cyan. Then you have another light here that's a warm lighting. So let's get into this next shot. I'm gonna let this run through. Got a lot going on in this shot as well, guys. So here's a still frame of what's going on, and then we're going to analyze that with some arrows and a behind the scenes. But you can see the Voyager light up front. You can see how I'm playing with the different colors of having warm. This is like a triadic color scheme. They all go together very well. Red, cyan, and a warm color. So here's a backed up shot where you can see this light on the stand providing that backlight. Then you got the Voyager for some red feel. I also have, here's the key light of the 3-foot softbox, hitting them with some tungsten to knock off any color cast that may creep into their skin. And then we've got some practicals back here, and then the blue, which you cannot see, it's out of that frame, that same Wasp 100C on cyan color, just to give a color splash on the back wall. So yeah, I just wanted to run through this real quick. I will link the final music video in the description so you guys can check it out. I color grade all my stuff with Cinema Grade. I will also leave that in the link if you need a good system to color grade in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this short breakdown of the cinematography and the lighting that I did on this video. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this and you want to see more of these. I've got a music video coming up within a couple weeks to 3 weeks or so. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys on the next video.
Gang, 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 gang. All your bitches tripping is a fang thing. I've been in the range with a bang, bang.